Hey scholars, so we're going to get right into some of our fit test today. So I'm taking my mask off so y'all can hear me a little better. So we're going to do 4 exercises. So this is going to be the first of 2 fit tests you're going to have. You have one next week too. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to introduce these exercises to you here, and then each one we're going to go through with the fit test, and we'll do that together. So there'll be 5 different videos. So this one, a little intro, and then 4 that will introduce each exercise. So let me introduce each one individually, and then we're going to talk about what muscle groups they're reaching out to. So first exercise is called switch kicks. Now, what muscle groups are they targeting? Not just the muscle groups, but also the joints or anywhere in the body that they're targeting. Mainly, this is a lot of hip and core work, and a lot of in the quadriceps as well. So because of the way when you are bringing your leg up and then kicking out, the bringing of the leg up from this neutral standing position to here works the hip. The kicking works the quad. Now while you're doing this, you want to make sure that you keep your core tight. We're going to talk about the 4 T's of core work, okay? We're going to talk about that in just a second. So keep that in mind. But anytime you tighten your core, anything's an ab workout. Me standing here talking while tightening my core is an ab workout. Me just walking back, walking forward while tightening my core is an ab workout, okay? Now you're not going to get 6-packs abs and all that other stuff by just doing that, but it's like putting the key in the ignition. You're really not going to go anywhere unless you get the engine started. So let's get the engine started when you do those workouts. Exercise number 2 are called power knees. Now, power knees, we're going to do 2 variations. Not really variations, but essentially we'll switch sides during the workout. Okay? Now, heavy core work. And this is what I was talking about, those 4 T's of your core exercises. Your tuck, your tilt, your twist, and your tighten. We talked about the tightening of the core. If you just put your hand on your stomach and you cough, make sure you cover your mouth, or you laugh, ha, or even just say words, just talking, you can feel your core muscles tightening because it's pushing the air up through your larynx, through your voice, through your windpipe to create the air and sound and everything else, right? It's just the biomechanical purposes of our body. Now, the twist part is where you twist at the hips and the waist. The tilt is where you tilt to the side to side. That helps work your obliques too. And the tuck is like the crunching movement, where you're tucking your body from the hips and waist inwards. So, tuck, tilt, twist, and tighten. And we'll show that exercise in a bit too. Power jacks. Now, we've done jumping jacks before. All the power jack is doing is, rather than doing a regular jumping jack, you're going to add a squat to it. So when you add that squat to it, it really brings in the lower body of the exercise. So you're really working the hamstrings. You work a little bit of the quads and the hips because obviously it's a quad hip action, but you also get the calves, and you're working through the knee joints, the hip joints, all your balancing muscles and supportive muscles such as your iliotibial band, your adductors, all of that is working. And of course, heavy core work as long as you tighten. And then you have the total body exercise because you are moving your arms throughout that range of motion. And then 4 is power jumps. Again, everything we're doing is core focused. Your quadriceps are really involved, hamstrings, calves, hips. This is an explosive exercise. If you want the most out of this exercise, make sure you are exploding. Now, when I'm demonstrating, I'll probably go slow, whether it's the demonstration point or when we're actually in the testing phase. So I want you to keep that in mind, that you are going to go to your level. Now, we're going to introduce each of 4 of these exercises right now. I'm going to show you the remediation as well as the standard edition. Now, your standard switch kick, you want to have your hands in tight like you're a boxer, right? Like you're putting glutes up and you're trying to protect and guard, right? And all you're doing is you're kicking out your left hand, your left foot, and then you're gonna jump or hop into this next kick. And you hop and kick, okay? Each time you kick is 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So you wanna make sure, guard up and kick. All right, and keep moving. Now, let's go to our low level exercise. If you need to go to a lower level to protect your hips, protect your knees, protect your joints, arms are still up and you're just kicking. Try to get some action and rhythm into it. Don't just really try to bring the knee up and kick, knee up and kick, knee up and kick, knee up and kick, okay? You gotta go slow, go slow. Trust your body. The next one was our power knees. You're gonna enforce all 4 of those 4 T's of core workout, okay? You put your diamonds, first of all, feet will be a little wider than shoulder width apart. Put your diamond in the sky. You're gonna tilt to your left, and you're going to bring this opposite knee up towards the chest, right? It's gonna have opposite knees coming towards the chest. When the opposite knee comes up, you're gonna bring those arms down towards that knee, almost like you're trying to touch the knee, okay? Now you can bend the elbows and bring this core crunching action, or you can just touch the knee. Either one is fine, but what we're doing is we're doing all 4 of these T's. We're going tilt, tuck, there's a slight twist when you're doing the power knee, and of course we're tightening our abs. Now throughout this workout, we're gonna switch. So I'm gonna say, go to your left and go, and I'm gonna say reset, other side, go, okay? That way, you're not just working one side versus the other. Our next one is our power jacks. Again, we'll start with our feet in together. Our hands are straight up. This is position 1. Position 2, just jump out into a squat, down into your squat, your arms come down, and back to position 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. If you want to take it easier on your joints, low level exercise, position 1, stay still, but rather than the jumping, just step out and back and out and back. Make sure you go to the opposite side. Don't just keep doing one side. You want to make sure you get both sides. Okay? Now, our last exercise is our power jumps. Cool? You'll be in an athletic stance. When I say athletic stance, that means your feet are about shoulder width apart, maybe a little slightly wider, but usually about shoulder width apart, slight knee bend, slight hip bend, and you're just ready to go. And you're gonna try to jump into the air. You don't have to jump super high. And no one's around. My vertical ain't what it used to be, so hey, okay? But what you wanna do, when you jump up, you wanna try to do jump as high as you can and just reach up to the sky, okay? Now there's 2 different types of jumps you might see. You might see tuck jumps and power jumps. So a tuck jump is when you jump and you're going to slap your knees and bring your knees up mid-air. We're not doing it. All I want you doing is just reach, jump, as much as you can. When you land, this is important. When you land, bend the knees, recoil, reload, and go right back up. Don't, and go slow, recoil and try to go fast. Because we're counting your reps. You have to keep track of this, okay? Because the more reps you get in, the higher your number is, right? Now, remediated version, we'll just go straight to a squat. All I want you doing, reaching up, squat, reach, squat, reach, squat, reach, okay? Go your level, but it's a fit test. The purpose here is to push yourself, challenge yourself. See where your baseline is, and then we know where we can go. Because even though we're virtually learning, we're going to get real results.